Hey everyone, how are you? Welcome to today's Lunch and Learn. I am here with Vanessa Hunter, and it's time to have some fun today talking about gifts that speak for themselves. I know everybody's been kind of intrigued on well, gifts that speak for themselves. What is that? I'm intrigued. I need to be there. But, I still want to know what you're having for lunch for sure, because that's a deal for me, right? I like lunch. I like food. I even forget meetings around food. Just thought I'd throw that out there. But anyway, what's going on, Vanessa? What are you going to have for lunch today?
I am having my normal veggie platter for lunch. I love vegetables with some kind of dip. So I love that. I look forward to that on a daily basis.
All right.
Hi, everyone.
I may have to have tater tots today. We made a mistake and put an air fryer in our kitchen, and then somebody went and bought a big bag of tater tots.
Have you done wings? Have you done wings in the air fryer?
Yes.
Oh,
we have wings in the kitchen too. So wings and tater tots. I mean, I don't know if I could go wrong with that lunch.
Exactly. Yeah. So Brad, my husband, has an air fryer, and he did wings in it. I'm not a wing person because I don't like looking at the bones.
Wow.
But he made me some boneless wings. So it was awesome. Hey guys. Hey Deb. Hey Kathy. Welcome. Hey Hunter. Hey Tirza. Welcome everyone. So
keto crackers. I don't know what keto crackers are, Tirza, but dang, that doesn't sound too bad to me, because keto means a lot of cheese.
That sounds really good, Tirza. And I bet her crackers are probably like Parmesan crisps or something like that.
Yum.
Okay.
Salty.
It's gonna be good.
All right.
We're making ourselves hungry now.
No doubt. We should get moving, because I'm like, it's that time, right? Okay, here we go.
All right. So, Joe, today we're talking about gifts that speak for themselves and how to use them. We're going to be giving people examples of things that they can do with gifts that we carry here at Mailbox Power. And some of them are cute. This is just a small sampling, though, what we're going to share today. There are a lot of other really creative ideas out there. So what we hope is that as you're watching this Lunch and Learn, you continue to comment on what you're seeing so that we can share ideas with other people. But make sure you comment what the gift is and what your message is so that people can tie that together. And so this is really an interactive Lunch and Learn, because we're depending on your comments as well for sharing these ideas. So with that, Joe, grab attention by sending a creative card along with a gift that reinforces your message. And what do we mean by that, Joe?
Oh my goodness. Let me tell you what. It's the creative that wins every time, right? If I give the same platform to 10 people, the one with the best creative is going to win. And this doesn't require a lot of creative, because a lot of this stuff is already created for you, where there's a gift associated with a marketing message. And that is what we're going to talk about today. And we're even going to share these with you they're already in the store. A lot of this stuff's already kind of done, but like you've been saying, Vanessa, it's just that, how do we tie that message, right? And that's a double, I don't know what they call that, but anyway, the message tied to a gift. Amazing.
Makes it perfect, right? It's like the message the gift reinforcing your message is what we're talking about here.
That's exactly right.
Here we go. Here's a great example of that by using a card and a tape measure, of all things. I have to admit, Joe, when I was first approached, and you guys said, hey, we need to get tape measures in here. I was like, we're not builders. We're not Home Depot. We're not Lowe's. What are you talking about?
Oh boy. Well, you know what I love about this one? I love so much about this. Number one, I love that the tape measure has the Realtors logo on it. And that's how this kind of first came to us. This is the third touch of a 10 touch, 2.5-year campaign for our realtors. Our realtors, when they actually execute this campaign for a homeowner that they've sold a home to, it actually sends a gift every 90 days for 2.5 years. And this here is the third gift. And the third gift is a tape measure that has the realtor's logo and the homeowner's name on it, and the greeting card that comes along with it, going to great lengths. All of a sudden, we have tied the message to the gift. But when we get inside, It says, I hope we measured up to your expectations. And it also says we love referrals.
Mm-hmm.
Now, all of this is tied together. They can't regift it. It has their name on it, right? Will they ever throw it away? No, absolutely not. It was associated with the sale of a home, but there are other businesses that could use a tape measure as well. Now, this tape measure is really, around some of the trades. So clearly a realtor. But let's talk about a handyman service, or let's talk about anybody in the home services trades that could be sending this, that it's a forever memory that's tied to a message. And clearly, this message going to great lengths. I hope we measure up your expectations. It's not specific to realtors. As a matter of fact, it doesn't say realtor anywhere on it. Mm-hmm. So any business could use this gift that's tied to this cool message.
And pro tip here, gifts that people can use are so fantastic because they remember where they got those things. Another pro tip here is, if you are a realtor or pretty much anybody, send it to the wife. And here's why. My husband has a whole toolbox and a whole bunch of different tape measures and different things he uses for measuring. But let me tell you, I didn't have my own tape measure, and it became a little bit of a point of contention as we moved into our new house, and I kept borrowing his tape measure and not putting it back. And finally, I got my own tape measure, and let me tell you, people, it is a lot more harmonious in the Hunter household ever since that happened.
I love it. Great story. All right.
So here we go. Here's another great message, Joe, with these. It's a forget-me-not. It's forget-me-not flowers, seeds in a packet, and then the perfect card to go with this.
Yes, couldn't agree. And actually, I believe these forget-me-not seeds are actually a part of that realtor campaign as well, which makes tons of sense. But I love this. We want to grow with you. And there's actually seeds. You can put these seeds in a cup with some dirt and they grow. Come on, why not, right? Or sprinkle them in your flower bed, I guess. I don't know. I don't have a really green thumb. You do, Vanessa. You probably you could speak to that far more than I could.
It's turning green, Joe. I wasn't born that way. I've been nurturing the green thumb. But I'll tell you, forget-me-nots, you can pretty much sprinkle them anywhere and they're going to grow. But the cool thing is the message that goes with this, either for a family or for a business. The message of we want to grow with you is so compelling. It's so good for people to hear that.
Yes. And the name of the plant, forget-me-not.
Yeah.
I mean, come on. I mean, we've tied messages in here 3 ways and 6 ways from Sunday. There it is, right? Yeah. Card and all. I love it. Love tying this stuff together for sure.
And you can do it. We have a comment in the comment section. Kathy says, great for remembering a pet too. I agree with you, Kathy, or somebody. So one of the things that we did when my mom passed away, at her funeral, I gave away these forget-me-nots seed packets at her memorial service because I wanted people to do something. She was a big avid gardener and I wanted something to remember her by. And it just brought joy to me knowing that people would be planting these in her memory.
I love that. Absolutely love it. Love it.
So here's another great idea, Joe. And I know this is your idea. This is something that you use.
Yes. I like to use QR codes, folks. There's a couple of things about QR codes. And if you're using a video, tying that message with the popcorn, because popcorn is associated with watching video or movies or whatever you want to, it's associated, right? So these are two associated things. And what I like to do is I like to send short videos, and the messaging being, here's some popcorn and a QR code that links to a video. There's far more popcorn than video. Please enjoy. I mean, can you resist that? Can you resist buttered microwave popcorn? Because I can't. I'm glad that I don't even know where it's at out in the warehouse because I would probably be all over it like some other stuff. So anyway, I'm pretty thankful for that. But I just love that message. Now, the QR code, we've had full-blown lunch and learn sessions on the QR code, and I'm sure we will again. But everybody knows how to use it now, and we've tied the message, right? Because what do I want that person to do? I just want them to watch the video.
Exactly.
And that's kind of the key to this whole thing about mailbox power and using the mailbox, to court your customers, to communicate and engage with your customers. If you send a package, it has a 100% open rate. And you will have the eyeballs and attention of your customer. And the chances of them watching this video, and I've proven this, that I don't make the video where anybody can see it. Like, it's hidden on YouTube. And that way, when they click on that, when they watch the video, I know whether they watched it or not, or by how many people watched it, how effective that QR code was. But just tying it to the popcorn. Everybody loves popcorn.
Right.
Good.
Exactly. We don't want to lose anyone. We don't want to lose anyone in the middle of this lunch and learn, but we will tell you this is an active QR code that you can go and watch a video. If you just open up your phone's camera and scan the QR code that's on the screen right now, you can watch a video. That some of you may have seen it before. But what Joe's saying is the video that he sends to people in this is a private video meant just for them. So in this case, we wanted you all to be able to scan it and use it in real life. So There you go. All right. So great message. Here's another one, getting your foot in the door. And we have actually done an entire lunch and learn on getting your foot in the door and different ways to get your foot in the door for different markets or different, basically different markets. So, but this is just a few ways. There are loads of cards and campaigns and things that are already pre-designed for you, already in the design store and in the campaign store for you to be able to use to get your foot in the door and talk to someone new.
Yeah. And one of the things I love about this message is that these feet, I mean, they're simple, right?
Yeah.
But it's tied to a message. And I'm going to say this, we've sold thousands and thousands of these feet that have been accompanied by these messages, but we actually have this in the limited edition section. And what this is, it's a foot, but it's soap. And it's really good soap. It's not just cute. It's really good soap.
Yeah.
And, getting your foot in the door and helping you clean up your
act.
Right.
Or your business or your referral or
whatever.
Yeah.
I mean, I think there's so many messages around and it doesn't have to be the soap. It could be this, get my foot in the door and help you clean up but it kind of ties a little bit better with the soap. But anyway, it's just tying those messages together where that's the part. Have you ever gotten one of those packages where you opened it up and on the inside of the box, there was another message. And then you got to the bottom of the box, there's another message. I'm like, it's the same kind of, concept here. We're communicating, just in a different way. And the mailbox is different than email and digital. It just is. It's the attention you get there that we're all after. So I love that. So.
Absolutely. Absolutely. And Tirsa shared, I always get callbacks when I use a foot in the door. So Tirsa uses foot in the door campaigns and cards and things like that. And she always gets good response from that. Yeah. I think people appreciate the creativity, right, Joe? They appreciate the fact that you've actually put some thought into this and it's cute. And anything that stands out like that is going to get a much, much better response than just your run-of-the-mill stuff that's normally out there.
100% agree. 100%.
All right. How about this? We would love to ink a deal with you.
Oh boy. I love the pen and I love that you can personalize it. I have to share that, there's some jokers around here and I have one right here and it says world's okayest boss on it. So anyway, there's all kinds of messages you can send on a pen, but anyway, I like the one you've put out here, Vanessa, better than this one.
So we'd love to ink a deal with you. Let's get to the point. Like there are so many different things that you could do with this. And I'm sure other people have other great ideas. And I'd love, as you watch this, for you to comment in the chat so that we can all share ideas. But yeah, personalizing it with someone's name or with your phone number or whatever it takes to get your message across to that person. That's just one more idea. Here's the personalized phone holder. How would you feel? So it's so funny. As I was putting this together, I was like, oh, I wish Joe would call me. And then I was like, oh, I should send him one of these and just say, hey, Joe, call me.
Oh, my goodness. I couldn't agree more. This is such an awesome gift. I probably send 15, 20 of these out in a month. Yeah. I mean, I love the foldable phone holder. it's just a great gift, and tying that message right into it, because it's meant to hold a phone. There's all kinds of, let's Zoom together, set this on your desk and let's Zoom together. There's all kinds of messaging you can create around, this whole thing. I'm going to admit this too. When I send this, I've got a 7-touch campaign that cost me about $150 to send out. And I think the second thing I send out is a foldable phone holder. And I actually include a QR code on how to use it, because it's an amazing piece of equipment. If you know how to use it, there's,
Yeah, we call it a phone holder, but it holds all kinds of devices. So so experiment with that a little bit with your tablets and things like that. But as I was thinking about this, Joe, there's so many different things. Like I was thinking, for network marketers, you could put "just make the call." That's a big hesitation for people. Yes. Or for different, I like that. Joe, hold the phone.
Yeah, that's good too, right?
That's cute, Marie. That's really cute.
Yeah.
What else? For realtors, I mean, there's so many different things that you could put on here that would really hit home for different people. Your insurance agents. I mean, anybody who talks to anybody. I mean, we all have a cell phone, right? We all have our phones right on us at all times. So think about a message that would resonate with that person every time they see that phone holder.
Yeah. Love this one. Love the phone holder all day. I'm all in.
Yep. All right. Here's another one. Let's cut to the chase. We'd love to do business with you. This is a cutting board. So it makes sense, and you could personalize it with their name or their business or any word that you want to put on there. But that is just a great way to get your point across. Let's cut to the chase. We'd love to do business with you.
I love this message. I love this cutting board. It is it's bamboo.
Yeah.
And it's not too obnoxiously large or expensive. And it just works. And you tie that message, let's cut to the chase, and there's a cutting board. I mean, come on, let's really get down to business here. And you can put anything you want on there. I would always suggest just personalizing and putting their name on it. But there's been some pretty funny stuff coming through. I make onions cry. That's pretty funny for a cutting board. I mean, come on, right? Jeez. I mean, but like cut to the chase. I mean, that's a business, acumen. Like, let's cut to the chase and get right to it. And that's going to make a lot of sense to people. It's just so cool that we can tie these messages to these products, and it's just kind of unlimited.
Yeah.
Unlimited.
Yeah. Yeah, absolutely. Here's another one. We enjoy games, but not when it comes to business.
Wow. That's good. And that is really, really good. And I mean, for such a high quality, piece too. I mean, those aren't even plastic poker chips. Those are the real deal, the clay ones. That it is really a great piece. But, we enjoy games, but not when it comes to business and the gift associated with it. I mean, let me tell you what, if you know somebody you're really, really trying to ink a deal with, and they're the pragmatic, person, this is the message for them. We enjoy games, but not when it comes to business. That says I'm ready to go and I want to make something happen.
Yeah.
And, that just a great message, a great associated gift. I think it's awesome.
Yeah, that's awesome. All right, here's another one. Let me show you how to fire up your business and make it sizzle. And you've got the whole personalized barbecue set here, Joe.
It's amazing. This is awesome too. I mean, we're just tying messages, to these gifts, and you send this to somebody. This gift is so impressive.
Yeah.
Like, it is not a small little thing, right? I mean, I think the things like, it's off the screen, but anyway, you get it. And this isn't a fish story either. You can go online and see how big it really is. I mean, this thing is, got some significance to it, great tools, but the message tied to this great gift. What a freaking cool thing that. She's got one right there. Hold on. I'm soloing you here. Solo layout. There you go.
I've got one right here.
Look at that thing. Big. Yes, it's huge. So, but that being tied to that message is incredible. That it just, that's the people enjoy creativity.
Yes.
They do. All people enjoy creativity. When you start tying messages to gifts, you're on the cutting edge of marketing at that point.
Yeah,
really.
Absolutely. You really are. I mean, that's taking marketing to a new level for people. So definitely. And you'll be remembered. Here's another one. It may seem cheesy, but we really like you.
Okay. All right. Me and charcuterie, I like get along really well, and I know you have issues with it as well, Vanessa.
Hey, issues.
Yeah. Well, I'm calling it like it is. Okay.
I'm looking for that picture because I did a charcuterie board not long ago, and I sent a picture to Joe, and I was like, "Hey, bet you wish you were here."
I always wish I was at your house eating. Are you kidding me? Charcuterie or not.
So seriously, though, we have so much fun with this, but it may seem cheesy, but blah, blah, blah. You could do a million different messages. We'd love to do business with you. It may seem cheesy, but blah, blah, blah. Whatever you come up with. Yeah. But you could start it like that. And here's my charcuterie, Joe.
Oh, hold on. Here we go. One sec. Here we go. Okay. Yeah. See, that's so overboard.
It was funny.
Is that rosemary?
Yes, from my garden.
Of course. Yes. Okay.
That's the one thing I can grow really well. And actually the strawberries too. So my strawberries finally got themselves together and whoops, I've got messages coming in. Sorry. My strawberries finally got themselves together and decided to actually,
accentuate your charcuterie board.
Bloom and grow. So,
my goodness.
That's one of my smaller charcuteries. That's something that I just did when I had my family over. Usually when we have big events, I have a huge board that I do all kinds of stuff on. But I realized that our charcuterie, because it's got all the tools and things, it's perfect for picnics. It's perfect. I took it to my friend's house the other day. We were doing a thing at her house, and I took it over to her house, and we enjoyed it. And everyone remarked, "Oh, this is so cool that the tools are right here underneath the board, and it just slides, that little tray right there slides in and out." But again, it's about putting your message together with the board, and you could put anything on this board. In fact, I think I'm going to order one that just says celebrate. I want to order one that says family time. Right. I might need to create a whole new storage space for all of these boards, Joe.
Well, I'm glad to have you as a customer.
I know, right?
Yep. Love it. Awesome.
Seriously, it's gotten ridiculous. But you just reminded me, my sister, I hope she doesn't watch this, but I'm going to order one for her because she couldn't stop talking about it.
Good idea. Good idea.
Anyway, and here's a tried and true way. If none of those gifts go, and believe me, there's many, many more with many other messages, but if your budget is a couple of brownies, which is great, a great budget, then put a note on a box to make it even more special so that people can open that up. You've got the note right there on the top of the box. It doesn't even have to say note on a box. You can make that say whatever you want, but you have that message to them right there on the box. And then they can open that up and enjoy brownies or the blondie or whatever you decide, or the mint truffles or whatever you decide to send to them. But you can coordinate your message in with that as well, just by putting it on a box. So I just don't want people to think, oh, well, I don't have the budget for a charcuterie board for everybody. No, you may not, but do you have a budget for a couple of brownies or for a pen, which is incredibly reasonably priced, by the way, or so many other things that we have that are really reasonably priced.
Yes. Like that box. Are you ready? Did you remember the price?
No.
It's $3.74. $3.74. And that is the message tied to the box, the item, right? Note on a box, really simple. And there's quite a few of these note on a boxes already in our system. So, I mean, just reframe the message to whatever you want it and, tie it to the gifts that are inside and you're good to go. I mean, this is just simple, and you're right, budget conscious. $3 and it's cheaper than the brownies.
That's good. That's good. And you get your message across, right? Just like that. So, that's a great way. And then we get to our Mary Kay slide, Joe, that we never, never, never forget.
No, we do not. Mary Kay Ash. If you don't know who Mary Kay Ash is the first time you were listening to a Lunch and Learn, think Pink Cadillacs and Mary Kay Cosmetics. This is a brilliant, brilliant businesswoman for sure. And she said everyone has an invisible sign hanging from their neck saying, make me feel important. And never forget this message when talking or when working with people. And I couldn't agree more. And what we're talking about today is tying these messages to a gift. Mm-hmm. And if you think they're going to feel important from a birthday gift, which they will. See, I'm working my birthday angle in here. But anyway, so they get a birthday gift. If you think that, that really makes them feel special, important, think what's going to happen when you start tying a message to a gift and they receive that. I mean, there is the double impact, right? It's not just the gift, but it's the gift that is actually somebody looks at it and goes, wow, they put a lot of thought into this. And remember, Mailbox Power doesn't put their brand on anything. This came from you. You are the hero in our world. We want you to celebrate your customers, and we don't want them to even know we exist. Like, Mailbox Power? What? Who's that? Right? Because their brand is on nothing, and that's what makes them feel important. It really looks like you took the time to go create these things and take it down to the post office and send it to them. Yeah. And it's what makes them feel important. So anyway, I just love Mary Kay Ash's message and the legacy she, has built.
Yeah, absolutely. And it's so true. Everybody does want to feel important. They want to feel special. When you take the time to customize things with their name on it, whether it's a card or brownies or one of these more elaborate gifts, whatever it is, that is what is going to make people feel special. So, Joe, I'll have to tell you that pen, by the way, if you haven't tried that pen, order one for yourself. I love that. I'm kind of a pen snob. I love that pen. I love the way it writes. And I was showing, so my niece was here when I opened up, because you sent me a pen, Joe, with my name on it, which was super duper nice. And then the beautiful, the aromatherapy bracelet that we have
yes
now. And think about that. Even if you can't put a message on because the bracelet is limited edition, it's meant for essential oils, and you sprinkle the oils on it, and then you can wear it. And it is an atomizer for the whole day. But with that, even if you can't put a message on the gift itself, you can certainly do it in the card. And anyway, my niece was here when I opened that up, and she was like, oh, a bracelet and a pen. And she was all so excited about it that I have to order her some of those things now, because she got so excited. And I couldn't give her mine because I needed it for samples and things. But yeah, I'm ordering those things for sure.
$8 and some change for that pen.
Seriously, for the pen. The pen's fabulous. It's not one of those pens that you're like, well, it's lovely to look at, but I hate writing with it. It's not one of those. It's lovely to look at, and I love writing with it.
Absolutely. I'm going to add one thing here to the very end of this, because we're pretty much out of time. But I want to talk about, I've done a few prospecting campaigns. Let's say there's that big fish, and the person's a CFO. And you want to get their attention. When you start tying, gifts to their message and your message together, I go out online and I'll look for anything to do with a CFO. Yeah. Right? Like a little saying about, a CFO. And I think one of them I came across that I helped somebody kind of get in contact with a CFO through a prospecting campaign. And the very first thing we sent was a mug. And it said, if you don't count your money, somebody else will.
So true.
And the CFO. But remember, we're trying to tie this whole thing together. Yes. This guy's a CFO, and we want to tie it to, what we're after. And anyway, just getting out there and really get creative, look around. And remember, you don't have to be the first person to invent the creative, right? The chances are it's probably already been invented and is probably already out there. And whoever you're trying to get a hold of and get the attention of, we have a great gift offering that's growing every day. We've got some great new gifts that we're working on right now that are really, you want to talk about, we're going to be adding to this Lunch and Learn for sure. So anyway, great Lunch and Learn today.
It was fun. please talk about the Facebook groups really, really quickly, because I think that's another place that people can go for ideas.
Yes, absolutely. So we have currently Facebook groups for the direct sales network marketing profession. There's a Facebook group. So it's Mailbox Power for network marketers, I believe is what it's called. But please, any direct sellers and network marketers, this is the place you're going to go learn, about what other network marketers are doing. And remember, it's a recruiting free zone. Take your lapel pins off and put down your recruiting weapons and just jump in there and learn from the other folks. Realtors and Mailbox Power, insurance agents and Mailbox Power. Let's see.
We've got Mailbox Power user group.
Yes, the Mailbox Power user group, where you can just jump into any of these groups. If you're a realtor, if you're an insurance agent, if you're in the network marketing space, jump into these groups and learn. If you're not, go over to the user group, because chances are you're going to find somebody in there that'll help you tie a message to a gift. That's it's what we've bred as far as a culture in these groups, which is we're here to lift one another up. We're here to help each other. We're here to, create a win using the mailbox in this platform is really the bottom line. So,
and ask the question in a way like, I'm thinking about sending a pen to my painter. What message would you put? That kind of thing. Frame it up for people so that you can get their juices flowing, not like, hey, frame it up for them. Let them know what you're intending to send and who it needs to go to, so that they can get creative on helping you with messaging. And again, like Joe said, it's totally a mutually supportive group. Any of them are, any of the groups that we have. We just have this culture at Mailbox Power that is so, it's just remarkable how giving people are in terms of giving to others, giving of their ideas, giving of their expertise in order to lift the entire community.
That's exactly right. It's awesome. And we love it.
All right.
All right. Here we go. We're done, right? It's over?
It's over.
The content has reached its end, folks. Thank you for being here today. We appreciate you. And most importantly, we appreciate your time. And we know it's the most valuable asset you have. Thank you for spending lunch with us today. Thank you for sharing what you had for lunch. And thank you for being interactive today and sharing a few tidbits right here in the chat. Any last words, Vanessa?
Just as you're watching this, if you are watching this over on our YouTube channel, which is youtube.com/mailboxpower, if you're watching it over there, please continue with the comments. Let us know your ideas. Let us know what you think.
Yes, and if you found value in this, as my friend Casey Eberhardt would say, smash that subscribe button, would you?
Yeah.
We'd love that.
Smash it.
Yeah, awesome. All right, everybody, have a great day. We love you. We'll see you next week.
Bye.